Hey everyone, welcome back to Mr. Holland's Classroom, where today we're working in My Math, Chapter 3, Lesson 10. Let's talk about count to 100 by tens. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You've heard that somewhere before. Well, at the end of this video, I'm going to link you to a song that I always chant to help me count by tens to 100. Actually, it's 120, but let's get into this. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out our main question. So how can I show numbers beyond 10? Once we get past 10, numbers start getting bigger. So we need to find some easy ways how to use them. So this problem of the day says make a group of 18 counters and a group of 20 counters. So let me go ahead and just do that right quick. And let's do blue. I like blue. All right, so we have 18. I'm going to write 18 right here. So we have that. And then I'll do 20 over on this side. Okay. So I just copied those numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Uh-oh. Wasn't supposed to do 19. Let's scratch that one out. Okay, so we have 18 over there. And if you noticed, yes, I did them in rows just like they were 10 frames. So if you, yep, I know. I like 10 frames. They really help us out. I'm telling you, it's true. Watch. So I do this 10 frame right here. And then I know that this is a group of 10. So when I go to shortcut count, I can go 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, like that. So I shortcut count instead of doing the whole thing. And that's what I'm going to do over on this side. If you notice, I'm going to do a little 10 frame action over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's sloppy, but you know what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how many lines you make in there to make those tens. Anyway, so I can shortcut count with this because I know that 20 means that there's 2 10 frames full and 0 extra ones. So let's fill in this 10 frame right here. Yeah, like I said that. Here, right here. So 10, 20. And that is how we count short. Okay. So we could do that with the 18. Look, so we have 18 over here. So 1 10 for full. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So it just makes it everything faster. I'm telling you. Try the strategy. It works. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot to say that. 20 is more. Let's see, we saw that because take a look. 20 has more, first of all, has more 10 frames full than 18 does. So there's that. Anyway, so it says, how can you use objects to count to 100 by tens? Now, I was talking about like using pennies. Like, did you know that a dollar has 100 pennies in it? Exactly. So we can do 100 of anything, but grouping them into tens helps us so that we can just count those groups and skip count. So I'm going to show you how to do that with these blocks. So there's 30 right there already. So we're going to use these counting blocks. So we have 10. Oh, yeah, 20, 30. So we have 3 groups of 10. That's why there's 3 right there and a 0 right there. There's 3 groups of 10 and 0 ones, 30. Now they want to see what's next. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40. So we're going to write 40 right here. 4, 0, because there's 4 groups of 10 and 0 extra 1. So 30, 40, yep, 3, 4. Do you see that? So then the next one's going to be 50 because it has 5 groups of 10 and 0 extra ones. So let's get that 5th group in there. See? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Awesome. Moving on. Choose 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, or 60. Well, let's just go with 60, since that would be the next number we would do anyway from the last problem. We'll start with 60. Okay, and then it says, write in the blanks what are the next groups of 10s. So 60. What comes after 6? 7. So 70. And then what comes after 7? 6, 7, 8. So 80. Now, know what you're thinking. How do you know? Well, let's just use the blocks to figure that out. So we'll start with 60. So we need 6 groups of 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40. I don't want that one. 50, 60. Uh-oh. That didn't work. 60. Okay, so then if we add another group, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 groups of 10, that's 70. And then if we add another one, that's 8 groups of 10, 80. There we go. See, aren't you getting the hang of this? Okay, now when we get to this page, this is the first page in your book. What they want us to do is to practice counting by 10. So they start off like this, okay? So they say, okay, now you need to color numbers 10, 20, and 30 green. So I know in the other lessons you went back and you colored in from one to another. That's not what they're talking about. They're talking about just doing it like this. 10, 20, 30. Now, what I was talking about before, the earlier lessons where you had to count from like 1 to 12 and color them in, that you still need to practice, just not right now. That skill's important. And I'll talk about in the review. It's important though, so just keep that in mind. But right now, we're not doing that. So the next thing they want us to do is to use yellow to color in 40, 50, 60. And then they want us to use red to color 70, 80, 90, 100. I told you I'd be singing that song. Okay, so moving on to the next thing. Killing it. They're using hands. And the reason why hands are perfect for this is because how many fingers do we have in our hands? 10. We have 10 fingers on our hands. So we can count by 10 using our hands. So if like you have 3 buddies next to you, you can go 10, 20, 30. And so that's where you see these numbers in here too. They're doing the same thing. So there's 10 here. It says 1 group of 10, 2 groups of 10, 20, and then 3 groups of 10, 30. You see? Okay, then we move on to the next one. And they're just carrying on. 40. I know, you guys are already saying it too. But look at 4, 6. A 6 doesn't come after 4. 40, 4, 5, 6. 40, 50, 60. Now, I know what you're thinking. There's not 40 fingers right there. I know, but they're carrying on from the other ones. If you look on your page, you have 9 groups. Kind of giving it away, but you have 9 groups of fingers. So you have to count each group. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Let's go to see what's next. 70. Yeah. So for those of you who are still like, I don't really get it yet, look at the strategies. Counting by 10s. How many groups have we had so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 8 groups of 10. So we have 8 groups of 10 and 0 extra fingers. 70, 80, 90. Imagine if you had an extra group of fingers. That'd be kind of weird. Anyway, so that's what we got going on. The rest of the work is more or less you just skip counting from 10. And like I said I was going to do, check out the link that I'm putting in this video to that song by Jack Hartman, and it will help get it stuck in your head, first of all. It's going to get stuck in your head anyway. But sing that song as you skip count by 10. It will help you tremendously to shortcut count. Because if you counted from 1 to 100, one number every second, it would take you a little over a minute. You would have a minute and 40 seconds to count from 1 to 100. If you skip count 10, 20, 30, it takes you 10 seconds. Okay? Even less if you're doing it quickly. But that's all I have for you guys today. So until next time, I will see you all later. Bye, everyone.